Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Now, we've just had the Claws of Karanak and Askurgan Trueblades Warhammer Age of Sigmar rules revealed, so we're going to go through them today and check them out. Now, if you do play Warcry, we have recently put out a bunch of videos on both starting to collect both of these factions in Warcry, but also a battle report featuring both of these factions in Warcry up against each other as well. If you'd like to check them out, we'll leave them in the video somewhere up the top during the course of the video. You'll find them. But with that said, let's go check out the rules for both these warbands, and I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on them down in the comments below. And so, first of all, here we have the Claws of Karanak. And so, they're going to be 100 points for 8 models. Now, they've each got a wound, so and including that, you're going to have the Hound of Wrath, which will also get +1 wounds. So you're going to have 9 wounds for 100 points on a 5-up save. Now you've got the Weapons at the Hunt, and this is what the majority of the models, excluding the Hound of Wrath, which will be equipped with the Gouge Claws, which can be equipped in every model. And so your Weapons at the Hunt are 2 attacks, 4s and 4s, Ren 1, damage 1. Now, 2 in every of those 8 models are Brutalizers, so they do add 1 to the attacks characteristic of that model's melee weapons as well. So actually, you've got 2 models in there packing out 3, and you've also got an extra 2 attacks on the pack claws. So you've got 1 guy packing out 4, which will be 4, and then another 6 from your 2 Brutalizers. That'll leave you with 4 of your basic dudes, so another 8 attacks, so 18 plus the Hound of Wrath. You're getting a decent amount of attacks out of the unit, all in all. The Gouge Claws are going to have 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, Ren 2, damage 1. So, 22 attacks at Ren 1 to 2, damage 1. Nothing terrible, but, 100 points, they're not too shabby. Pack Hunters add 1 to the hit rolls for attacks made by this unit if they're wholly within 8 inch of any friendly Fleshhounds. This is pretty cool because it means, they work nicely alongside the things they're narratively supposed to work. +1 to hit on them will be pretty cool and pretty important. So then they turn to 3s and 3s, 3s and 4s and 2s and 3s. And then you've also got, I think this is a rule here that really makes them interesting. It's Scent of Blood after deployment before the first battle round begins. They can make a normal move. With their move of 6, this is pretty cool because this really allows you to help with screening and stuff like that. I think that ability there really makes them worth the 100 points. I think they are an interesting unit with that rule. But what do you think of the Claws of Karanak? They pack out, a decent amount of hits. They probably need to be near some Fleshhounds to really get the most, but even an all-out attack on them for +1 to hit could be pretty nice. For 100 points, they're probably doing what you expect. Defense-wise, not the greatest, all in all, to be fair. 9 wounds on a 5-up save is going to go down really, really quick. But the Scent of Blood, that's the ability here that really, I think, makes them. Pre-game move abilities, Untamed Beast don't do an awful lot of damage, but this is why you take Untamed Beast in the list, for that singular ability there. And so, with the Claws looked at, we then have the Askurgan Trueblades. Now, they're 180 points, so almost twice the cost of the Claws of Karanak in Age of Sigmar. You've got 8 models in the units, but they are 2 wounds each, so 180 points is getting you 16 wounds for starters. Now, you've got a variety of different weapons. You've first of all got the Champion, who's going to have a wounds characteristic of 4. Nice. On the Champion, and then you've also got a wounds characteristic of 4 on the Curse Blood, so you've got an extra 4 wounds in there, so they're actually 20 wounds for 180 points. That's, less than 10 wounds, that's less than the magic number. Pretty good there. Now, we've then got the paired Askurgan weapons on a bunch of the models, and you've also got the Askurgan weapons, so it really is going to depend on what sort of loadout you're choosing to go with for your unit. We've got the Elongated Claws and Savage Slavering Maw, which is going to be on that Curse Blood. 5 attacks, 4s, 3s, Ren 2, damage 1. Damage 1's a little bit of a letdown on it, but all in all, it's not too shabby. Now, weapon-wise, each model in the unit is armed with those Askurgan weapons. Now, the paired Askurgan blades are going on the leader there. So you got 4 attacks, 3 threes, run 1, damage 1. Then your 3s and 3s, run 1, damage 1 with 2 attacks out of every other model. Pretty cool. Now the hunger, you know, you can heal like most other vampires, as you would expect. Gut-wrenching Howl. At the end of the charge phase, if this unit includes any Curse Bloods, which is the wolf dude, or wolf lady, it's actually a female miniature, you can pick one enemy unit within 1 inch of this unit and say the Curse Blood will unleash a Gut-wrenching Howl. If you do so, you roll a dice on roll 1 for each Curse Blood in the unit. On a 4+, the Strike Last effects applies. Cool. That's not bad. I'll take that. And then you've got Creed of the Beast. You subtract 1 from hit and rune rolls for attacks made with melee weapons by enemy monsters that target this unit. In addition, each time an enemy monster is destroyed by attacks made by this unit, add 3 inch to this unit's move and add 1 to their attacks. It's not going to be easy to get rid of a monster, but maybe we might see more monsters that aren't heroes popping up on the table if they can get the last attacks off. Getting +1 attack and +3 move, turning them up to 9, it's an interesting thing. If they can pick up the last wound off something, that can be really interesting. I think, you know, they're getting the wounds worth there. They're maybe not hitting the output they need to, but they do have this cool gut-wrenching Howl ability. They've got an interesting ability, bringing Always Strikes Last into Soulblight. I think that's, you know, interesting enough. I think they've really hit the right notes with these 2 Warcry Warbands, giving them an interesting ability that, while that might not make either of these units auto-include, or, you know, no one's going to go out and buy these units instantly, but they are going to give something. They're going to be useful in some way. There's going to be, you know, a need for them somewhere. I think that's what these Warcry Warbands need to bring in. This is cool that they're just able to do such a thing. But what do you think of these Warcry Warbands? Who do you like better? Do you like the Claws of Karanak or the Askurgan Trueblades better? Let us know down in the comments below. And so that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And also drop a comment down below letting us know what you thought of the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel, either by Patreon or YouTube members, or by grabbing yourself some channel merch from our Teespring or Ko-fi stores. As a special thank you to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out for their amazing support. So thank you to our Patrons: Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lowell, Alderon Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cader, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Nicholas Conomos, Colorblind Magic, Daniel Etherington, and Andy C. And a special thank you to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weir, James South, James Tillman, and Dylan Areno. Lastly, a special thank you to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see here on the channel. Thank you for everything. And also a massive thank you to all our moderators on our Discord server and everyone that comes and helps film the battle reports on the channel. Thank you all once again. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.